Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and today we're starting a series for Hitman GO, the Definitive Edition. Now this was originally a cell phone game and it got ported to Steam, but it's such a simplistic puzzle game that I doubt we're going to have any bugs or problems. Hopefully, one can always hope for that. One little issue that I think you can see here, or it may need to be pointed out, is that because cell phones have the volume integrated into the operating system a little bit more than Windows, there's only a music on and off, like music off, music on, sound off, and the audio is a little bit too loud. It's about twice as loud as I would have liked it, particularly since this is a puzzle game and that you kind of want it in the background a little bit more, not in the forefront like a loud concert playing of music. It by default got 1080p in full screen, and that's cool. The resolution button's a little oddly placed here, so you would change your resolution here and then click the resolution button. Resync is off and credits are here, but everything is nice and simple here. You've just got an exit button, the setting buttons, and then the go button. So let's go. So Hitman, the game, is you play as Agent 47 and you're a hitman, and we'll see if there's any tutorial or talk here, and I guess there really isn't. This button, I assume, just takes us to a reset and exit and a number of extra things. There may be extra challenges or collectibles to play. This is a very simplistic level 1-1. So you can see, you can right click here and drag and look around. Very nice graphics, simplistic, almost like what you would do if you were making a model for trains or something like that. I assume this is a hint button, and then you can say yes or no. Would I really need a hint? And I assume this is a reset button that resets it. So 2 reset buttons and an exit and a hint. Hint, let's see. Warning, using hints will prevent you from unlocking the silent assassin achievement. Do you wish to continue? You can reset your game from the options menu to give you another chance for this achievement. Well then, no, we will not bother with that. So, it's in this game, it's kind of almost like playing a board game. It's about positioning and perspective. So just move to 1 and move to 2, and that's all we have to do. And this is, I believe, the symbol of the organization that's kind of evil that Agent 47 works for. Of course, they're kind of evil because this is a assassin we're playing as. So I assume then we've got one of these stamps and we're going to try and collect them. And either this is implying that I only need 1 to go here, or this was level 1 and I'm working my way to level 2. Let's click level 2 and find out. So the game, in a lot of ways, is not explaining enough. I assume these 2 characters don't matter, and this is the guy we're looking for to assassin. And so as long as we sneak up behind him, I guess we take him out. And he's just off the board. Let's see. And there doesn't seem to be a minimum number of steps or anything being counted right now. And just trying to get to the right position. So simplistic enough for these first couple levels, but I would have preferred a little bit of talk here. I guess they're definitely going for an art style here. So since we have to move here, we can then assume that this bodyguard character is not one that can see 2 steps ahead. Although we may very well find a character like this. Seems like Agent 47's angle of perspective doesn't seem to matter any, and this guy's angle of perspective doesn't seem to matter any. Why his model is vibrating up and down is a little weird. I don't know if this is because he's pushing a lawnmower and they're supposed to give some action here or what. And then this L bracket is a subtle hint to what we're supposed to do, which is to come this way. Now, if I went forward, I'd almost certainly get killed. So let's go up here and catch him on the side to knock him out, and then come here, and then come here. Again, no extra challenges or anything, but this will get more complicated to better. Otherwise, we would run through this whole game really fast. And they have stages that are per box. Alright, so now we definitely have increased difficulty. So, everybody's perspective blocks another person's perspective. So I'm going to have to come down all the way here to take out this guy, which you kind of need to right click and drag to even see him because he's under there. Then come and get this guy, then this guy, then this guy, and then back to this guy, then this guy, then this guy, then down in this. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and I can't just drag 2 steps, so we need to make each step in sequence. Seems a little repetitive. I could get this guy and then come back this way. I guess that either way, I'm still going to end up having to come back down here and do this, and there's no way to not do a repetitive spot. And see, the camera moved a little bit there, but we got it done. So these puzzles will start to get a little bit more difficult. This is box 1. I believe there's several boxes and there might be several other levels too. So we have a girl swimming in the pool, and we have an item to distract this guy. And is that another girl just sitting on the edge of the pool over there? Yes, it is. Hitman, known for having a lot of innocent bystanders. So they've introduced a new concept, and I assume the trick here is I need to get the guy to come here. It makes, when you throw a rock, it catches his attention, and then they're gonna move when I move. So we'll see what happens here. So he didn't decide to turn or go any further because this is where the sound was, and the sound caught the attention in a 9x9 grid or 3x3 grid of 9 spots. So now I can either kill him or I can sneak by him. Let's try the just sneak option. Since he's looking that way, we can just do that. But it seems like I didn't get the check mark. Interesting. So let's retry that level now with the kill. So no reward for not killing people. So that's fine. Again, the game is not really explaining what it wants, but it's simplistic enough that we can figure it. And this is strange because maybe I did get the check mark already. I got the stamp and maybe that's all it ever is. The other things I could do would be to throw the rock here and not get his attention at all. And that won't work. Or throw the rock here and not get his attention at all, and that won't work. Or I suppose I could throw the rock here and get his attention. And I guess in all realisticness, since he's looking the wrong way, I can just sneak up behind him and get him that way. Save myself maybe a step. So 2 out of the 4 options would have worked there. Interesting. Let's move on to the next one. So the music started to play and it's been silent up to this point. This is going to be interesting because almost certainly I need to get people to look this way. Like this guy has to move. So I need him looking this way, don't I? But when I do that, now this guy's looking this way. They both turned. And when I take one step, they're both standing on the same spot. Interesting. So now he's gonna come this way, and I can do this, but that doesn't get rid of that guy. And I suppose we don't want to die if we know we're gonna die, so throwing one here gets all 3 of them to go that way. Which, unless this means that this guy won't see us, I think our best bet is to do something like this. And then we've got this group of 3 people that are coming this way. And can I take out 3 at once? Yes, I can. So as long as they're not looking the right direction, I just had to wrangle them all in the right way. Take that guy out, and then down here. Interesting. And now that we started at 1.6, we now see that the checkmark never gets filled in. I guess I thought it did. I was wrong. But there's 2 ways to play this. You can't kill all the enemies and do no kills. So we restart and do this, and then this, and this, and then this, and this, and this. Here, 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 there, 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 and there. And that's pretty much how the Hitman game works, is you'll have one way in which you play the level for no kills and one way in which you play the level for killing all the enemies, And particularly the new reboot of Hitman, which is kind of this weird seasonal thing, and I really wonder how they're going to end up. Oh, so each one of these dots is a different challenge, so we know that now too. How they're going to take an entire season that was released over the course of a year and make a Game of the Year edition, or have it so that a player who's late to the game can actually play the game and accomplish it. So 5 turns or fewer and no kills. I may be able to do all of that. So moving forward, we start with this. And then we've got to go over here to start with this. So that's 2 turns. And if I go 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 6 turns. And there is no kills. Well, there is no kills, right? So we'll try for this one right now. We'll do this, and then as I go up here, they'll go up there, this, and this. Now, the question will be, how can I do it in 5 turns or fewer? I suppose if I throw this here, that's gonna get everybody walking towards this. So that's 1 turn. If I now throw 1 here, that's the only one that's going to catch anybody's attention. So everybody's going to work here. Let's see. But I can't walk up here and be chased by them. So 2 turns, 3 turns. And I can't not throw a rock. See, that didn't work. So it's got to be something simpler than this. It's got to be something along the lines of the slight difference here, because I have 2 on facing this direction here and 1 facing the direction here. So if I could just get rid of like everybody over here. What happens if I do this and then we move this way? I die. And that just resets. And what happens if I do this and then move over here? I still die because he sees me and moves in the same movement. And doing this causes nothing to work, so I will die then. Interesting. So really the only choice is to do this. Now everybody's turned, which wasn't really necessary. So I'm gonna move this way. And if I play this, here. If I play this here, it brings everybody down that way. If I play this here, it brings everybody running this direction. And it seems like they move first, because if I let me do that, they would catch me. This, and then this. Seems like they decide to go left instead of right. So this, and then I can now just hit these guys, and then just hit these guys. Is that 5 or fewer? Yes, it is. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So the question also is this our full target down here? I would suspect it is. We have 11 of these and can't do anything with them. And why am I getting the spinning wheel? These might be targets too, but I bet they aren't. I bet they're just characters. If I was to guess anything, he's the main one. And we've done 7 of what seems like it's at least going to be 15, if not 20 levels. Let's see. I guess you can track the little dots here, can't you? Here's the final one, and then here, 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 here. Seems like there might be an assassin mission and a escape after that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it seems, for the first box. And I believe there might be 4 boxes. Let's see. Oh, I guess we can find out. There's Hitman GO, box 1. Hitman GO, box 2. What's weird is you probably could make a actual board game out of this, but you probably wouldn't want to make it that simplistic and only have 15 levels. You'd have to make hundreds of levels, and you can see there's at least 100 quests to complete here. 120 quests, 140 quests. Seems like there's possibly 2 DLC things that were either added or I purchased. Who knows? And let's see. It says complete 4 more objectives to unlock this chapter. No surprise there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little chapters to do. So not going to be an incredibly long game, but I imagine the puzzles are going to get more difficult, and we're going to have reasons to play it over and over again. That's going to be it for this recording, though. As always, I end my recordings the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me with YouTube. If you want to support me even further than that, you can go to my main YouTube page. On that page is the subscribe button and the bell you need to click to get notifications of new videos. And on the right is a button that says support this channel that you can click and donate. Also, there's a playlist tab, and I have a playlist set up for every game I've ever covered, so check that out. I'm sure you can find something that will interest you. And down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Steam, and Battle.net, so please follow and friend me on all of those services too. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.